The all-new Honor X7D. 5-star SGS Premium Drop Resistant, 6,500 milliampere per hour. Super large battery. IPS Honor X7D. Extra tough, extra power.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. It's been a minute since we've been here, but we welcome you to a brand new weekend. It's an African weekend where we'll see Mamelodi Sundowns hosting St. Eloi Lupopo. And we'll also see on Sunday Kaizer Chiefs. I think they're flying to Egypt against Masry. So in this video and Junior Kanye's video, we'll talk about those two fixtures and we'll be watching those two matches with the crew. Lindo, Pep, Ubobo, Shane, and all of us will be here as well. Just before we start the video, I just want to say congratulations to our videographer, Justice Chabalala. You will see a visual in this video that tells you that his show, Justify, which is a very popular YouTube show, has been taken to Mzansiwe, which means you will be able to see it tonight, 9:30 p.m. and I think next week Friday as well, and some repeats in between as well. Congratulations to Justice. Congratulations to Justice, Mr. So-and-so.
Steezy.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to Steezy. I mean, it's that's something that everyone wished to have, and well done. You know, sometimes when you work behind the scenes, people they saying, no, I want to work behind the scenes, but we will see one day. One day you're going to come in front of us and then we'll see. Yes. So Steezy's been behind the scenes all the time, says, no, I don't want to be seen, But here he is today. Well done, Steezy. Keep up the good work.
Congratulations to Justice Chabalala. You'll see his show tonight on Mzansiwe. That's a DSTV channel. You'll see also the visual at some point here in this video as well. Mr. So, it's an African weekend. Abo Mukoko, the last time Sibabona, they were in South Africa. They lost to Orlando Pirates 3-0.
Yeah.
People might laugh at Orlando Pirates, try to make it as if it's funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny when you are a team that loses 3-0.
Yeah.
Mukoko is not a legend because he lost in South Africa 3-0.
Yes.
You know, that means when he comes back here and plays against a team that is almost equal or slightly below Pirates, which is Sundowns, we should expect that they should lose. Although in the minds of South Africans, of course, they think just because they beat Pirates, they didn't beat Pirates, they lost 3-0 in South Africa. What's your attitude towards that game? Mukoko, of course, is suspended. Even their coach is suspended. Fortunately for them, they were not taken out of ICAF Champions League, but they were suspended. They are guilty. So the coach is suspended, Mukoko is suspended, but they are still in the competition. How do you think they will approach it tomorrow against Sundowns?
Mr. Kunjani mfethu.
Yes, sir.
Ngibulise wena, ngibulise Steezy, ngibulise chairman, my chairman. Ngibulise nanemakhaya ngicela support njalo la iDiskiTV nje. Benjobe njalo ngishilo futhi. Mr. Kewu. It's for me personally, that's an easy game for Mamelodi Sundowns.
100%.
Very easy for Mamelodi Sundowns. I mean, they've watched this team playing against Pirates. The only sad part is that we didn't see the first leg. You know, if we saw the first leg, we will be talking something. So hopefully now, there won't be these issues of saying, no, we can't watch the game in TRC, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
so
because Sundowns is also going to go in
TRC. Yes. So we want to watch all the games. Whether it's home, it's away, we want to watch them. So that we don't come here and say, no, but why this had happened, that side, this side, blah, 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 and all of that. But Mr. Kewu,
they were very defensive when they were here. I understand the scoreline was but defend. So we couldn't see the best of them. But I think also that was the best they could offer. Okay, there were good finishes in the first leg.
Yeah.
They look world-class, some of the finishes.
Yeah.
But as a team, when we saw them in South Africa against Orlando Pirates, our team, we couldn't see anything special about them. You could see that there's nothing much. But also, we have to keep in mind that it was because Bawina 3-0. So the scoreline was telling them, let us put every man behind the ball. But there's no special players, maybe except for their striker. We couldn't see any other special players.
Mr. Kewu, you know, football, it's so fun. And that's why I always say football asks you questions and then you need to come up with answers. When you go and play an away game, you are leading with 3. One thing that must come to your mind is that they need to attack. They need to attack. So let me take a risk of saying, let me put 1, 2, 3 up front and see how are they going to think in terms of attacking us. And maybe they would say, let's have 1v1 there. Maybe the keeper is going to be a sweeper because we need a goal. And then we'll catch them with the break. You know, because one thing that they need to understand in this CAF Champions League, whether you're playing away or you're playing home, you still have an advantage. Because if you're playing away, you get a goal. That's 2 points.
I'm not following. So what do you think we'll see Gibo Lamajita Ksasa? Do
No.
they have any strength? Do they have any chance against the Sundowns?
No, they don't have a chance. But one thing that we'll want to do is that let's try and get a goal. So that we know that
Do
away.
they have it in them?
That's what they have.
Because against the Pirates they had nothing.
No, against Pirates, they knew that we are leading with 3. So if you go and see Pirates, there's no way Pirates will score. So now with Sundowns, they will say, guys, we're starting away. So we don't want a mistake. Remember what happened against Pirates? We didn't score. And we lost the game 3-0. Fortunate is that we won at home. So we went to penalties. So now, let's try and get 1 goal. If we can get 1 goal, then we can go back and sit. So that when we get home, then whatever happens there at home, we can sit back, we've got our crowd, we've got everyone behind us, then it's going to work for us. But now, I think they will want to get 1 goal so that they can settle themselves.
Fortunately for Sundowns, this is the group stage.
Yeah.
Which is to say that they'll play Lupopo,
Yeah.
they'll play against Rulani twice,
Yes.
Lupopo twice.
Yeah.
I forgot which other team is
Yeah.
in there in the group. So there's 4 of them.
Yes.
But Boangeba guaranteed 6 matches.
Yeah.
So whatever Lupopo thinks about tomorrow,
Yeah.
they must know that if they fail to collect points, there's another game against Urulani. Oh yeah, I think it's Al Hilal
Al Hilal, yes.
They're playing today as we speak. Actually,
Yeah.
now that I remember it,
Yeah.
as well. Let's go then to the prediction. How much do you think Sundowns will win by?
But Sundowns should win this game by 2-0. For me, that should be easy. If it gets easier the way I feel now, I mean, Sundowns they can get 3-4. They've got players that can do it, and they've shown the quality. And knowing how Lupopo played against Pirates, and I'm like, these guys, they cannot give Sundowns a headache. So Sundowns, they should win this game very easy. 2-3-4 should be a very easy one, no stress. I don't see Sundowns conceding a goal against these guys.
All right. WSB.co.za, we'll talk about El Masry from Egypt against Chiefs, but we can't really talk too much about them because we haven't seen them. So it will be maybe the first time we see Al Masry by ourselves. So we won't be able to get deep into the detail, but maybe what is the best way to approach it for Chiefs, because Chiefs is traveling away to Egypt. But before we get there, please go to WSB.co.za, www.wsb.co.za to open an account and bet on the matches that are playing tonight, today, and the whole weekend, as well as other things as well that are happening in terms of WSB. Mr. So, you are Kaizer Chiefs and you're going to Egypt. What's your attitude? You're going to go to Egypt twice. Uzodlala Zamalek at some point.
Yeah.
Uzodlala Al Masry this weekend.
Yeah.
Whenever you're traveling as Chiefs to defend, try to get a point, or do you go there thinking we are the big team that we are Kaizer Chiefs to try to win? What do you think should be their approach? We can't really talk about the Al Masry because we don't know them. No. But yeah, it's a difficult one to go to North Africa as always.
I'm a coach for life.
Yes, sir.
You'll see on Sunday, Mr. Nkeo. Sunday is coming, and they got a message Lapana G20 to say I'm a course are playing on Sunday, so everything's gonna come to stand still, Mr. Nkeo. The G20, they will wait for that game. After that game, they will continue with the betting because Kaizer Chiefs is playing.
You come back with 3 points.
Mr. Nkeo, you know when you are big, and when you go there, everything is shaking there. Right now, there in Egypt, everything is shaking because Amakosi are there. They're gonna get a goal there. They can come back here at home with a draw. And if Al Masry will slip, we're gonna come with a full packet. I'm telling you, if they will slip. You know, Mr. Nkeo, there's one thing about Amakosi that the people they need to be careful about. You allow them to jump the first hurdle. You're not going to stop them.
What happened the last time Chiefs played an Egyptian team? Try to remember. You have time.
Yeah, no,
relax. Remember.
It was Coach Pizzo. You know when Coach Pizzo is playing against South African team.
Tell us what happened. What was the competition? What was happening?
It was a final of CAF Champions League. We played against Coach Pizzo. And Coach Pizzo won, Mr. Nkeo. That was it. He won. But this time around, it's a hurdle. Everyone has to jump that. And Amakosi, as they've jumped the first hurdle. And I always say
preliminary round, everyone must win. Everyone who's serious must win.
Yeah.
Preliminary round.
That's
Pirates should have won.
Yeah.
Sundowns should have won. Even Stellenbosch, they won.
Yeah.
And the Sundowns won. Chiefs won. Preliminary round, you get to meet teams that are fishermen, not good enough. The stage that's serious is after this one. After your group stages, when you get to knockout stages. Maybe as we wrap up, so I can hear you saying 3 points to Amakosi.
Yeah.
How much of this lack of experience with Continental? Because I think I was asking you deliberately the question, Yogoti, when was the last time Chiefs played an Egyptian team?
Yes.
It was in 2021.
Yeah.
UCAF Champions League.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. You qualify for a final.
Yeah.
Then Singapore for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
If you want to be respected in Africa.
Yeah.
But now that Chiefs are back in, you give them that respect to say, although Confed is not the same as Champions League, of course, not the same competition, you say, okay, if you want to build yourself again as an African giant, then you have to be able to play these competitions consistently. With Sundowns, we know we can always trust them with our predictions because they're always there. Yeah. With Paris, we were pushing for that as well. That we were in the semi-finals. You can't be out in the preliminary round. Unfortunately, they are out. So how important is it to keep on playing these competitions, to get used to playing North Africans?
Mr. Keo, you know, if we want to say you are a big team, you must play with big teams. You cannot say Kaizer Chiefs is a big team, but they don't play against the big teams. So they need to pull up their socks. You know, this thing of saying it's a big team, sometimes the way of saying it's a big team, sometimes it gets to their head. And then they think, no, we are a big team, we're a big team. But play with against the big teams. Then we can say, you see now, I'm a course now. Because I'm not undermining the Confederation Cup. It's also a big thing also, yes, to play. Because you play against other teams from other countries. But as Kaizer Chiefs, the Kaizer Chiefs that we all know in South Africa and Africa, they're supposed to play the CAF Champions League, not Confederation
Finals
Cup.
competition tomorrow? Sunday, Kaizer Chiefs?
1-1. They sleep 1-0. I'm a coach for life. We're coming back with our pockets full. They sleep. Let me tell you this, Mr. Gil. If Chiefs they can score first, then that's a 3 point.
There you go. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, also betting. Thank you for watching us.
Shapunjan Bafuyetui Kamala Mulindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Tso Vilakazi. They call me Tso. Niazi Bafuyetui. I'm a coach for life. They're back in winning ways. Please, subscribe to iDiskiTV.